Hey everyone, how's it going? Oh jeez, did I forget to get my... Oh, hold on, I forgot to go grab a glass of water. Ugh. Can't believe I forgot to do that. I was gonna actually... What if it was the healthy wizard, though? I don't know. I need to be more healthy, honestly. But it's hard to go outside in the winter. How it be? I mean, I wish I was healthy at the moment. As of right now, I do have a bit of a sinus congestion, and a little bit. It's better now, but last stream I had a bit of like pain in my tonsils. That's basically gone away now, so we're doing pretty all right. Oh, thank you, Sebastian Obscure. Obscure. Yeah. Oh. All right. Let me see if my camera is good here. Ugh. There's not a lot of light to work with. You know what? We're not gonna do cameras this time.
Hey.
Oh fuck! Wrong
Wanna
click. Hold on. I did not mean to do that. We'll turn that off. We're not gonna do webcam. Absolutely shit lighting. That's just how it's gonna have to be. Unfortunately, but. So I am going to continue where I left off last time, which let's see here now. If you didn't watch the previous stream, I effectively was kind of working on a scene like this. The commissioner wanted me to kind of make like a BRB scene for them, bit like this, and I'm now going to have to go through and animate the character in various different areas throughout the bedroom. And that's going to be fun because I haven't animated in a hot minute. Get rid of that now. I didn't get to check out the last stream, but I did see screenshots of this scene on Discord. Yeah. Hey, Dr. Neelix, how's it going? Hello, American friend. Indeed. Hello, it's me, American. All right, let's get started now. John America. My friend Adam Patriot. Mr. Patriot, I don't know. Yeah. Alright, so what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to find several different instances throughout this area that we need to animate. And I'll put that up there. So, as of right now, this is the character scene. And all of these objects right here are holdout images, holdout materials, which means anything that is overlapped by these become transparent. So that way, when we load it in the sequencer, those things will be cut off. So it's basically like a mask, is what I've done. And now we need to find instances to make this work. So I'm going to utilize the nonlinear editor. And this is how it's going to be done. So I'm going to do the nonlinear editor right here. There we go. Partios? What's going on over there? Patriots. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is Here we go. So we have an action here for this character called sitting on the bed. And I push this down. Where does it go? Over here. There it is. So that goes on the NLA track and whatnot. And that's what it'll play. I think it'll even hold if I do that. Yeah, so once it ends, it's just going to hold that until the next action begins to play. So if we, let's see here. Make her stand up. Bring her over here. There we go. And this would be... There we go. Let me push that action here. It should go from one to the next. Yeah. So basically, I'm using this to kind of space out the actions in the way that I want them. And then what I'll do to transition from one to the other is I'm going to have to make other actions to kind of fill that gap, like walking animations, some other stuff. I'll also probably need to make a breathing animation as well as a couple... What's it now? Just sort of layered actions, I suppose. That's kind of how that's going to go. I'm going to try to make it work. Now, what part concerns me is the fact that I have, if you could see that, they kind of take a second to snap into place. I think that's going to be a bit of an issue. And what I may or may not have to do is I may have to bake the animation from the IK to the FK just to have it not do that, because it has something to do with the way that it's calculated. Since these are parented to this, these are parented to this, and that's parented to that, it's kind of got this slow calculation thing going on. And that's not good. One thing I do want to do, I could... Oh, geez. There's a lot of... Yeah, rigging does hurt. There's a lot of just weird actions in here that I, like... There's so many non-essential actions for everything here. I don't know why. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in here. There we go. I'm going to go and shield these so that way I can delete everything else. So looking at the door. That's pretty good. That's some good animating going on there. Ah. Yeah. It would seem that these didn't have any keys, which they should have. Huh. Well, anyway, we'll just lock this, and then we'll go into the outliner, and we need to delete every other action that's existing in this file. Aside from these two... Yeah. A lot. I've managed to do the big fuck and accidentally make problems. You know what? Let me do this actually. We'll do we'll give it a prefix. Character looking at door, and then character sitting on bed. So now they're all kept together. None of any of those had to have any actions whatsoever. They're literally stationary objects. I think I just had the record buttons accidentally selected when I moved everything around, and I hope that doesn't cause issues. Okay. So we can now go back to the nonlinear editor. How long do I want these animations to play? So in terms of spacing, I think I don't know, maybe she could sit on the bed for like, I don't know, 20 seconds? She could just sort of sitting there kind of looking around or whatever. And then when this happens... Oh, right. Is this also set to that animation right now? No, looking at doors... Why didn't that work? Oh. Why is that not working now? Oh, it's probably... That's why. Because it's using the action editor, not the... There we go. If I have an action loaded in the action editor, it'll override basically everything as opposed to swapping from one to the other. So now it would do that. And as you can see, there's issues with instancing. So when it loads from one to the other, it takes a second before it corrects itself. That's very annoying, and it also has to do with the way that I've set up my rig. Unfortunately. Actually, dude. Those have that, but these have a master upper arm bone. Considering that, I have it set that this is parented to this, and then that's parented to the root bone. I'm not sure that's necessarily the best idea, because if it works the way that I think it does, and that's causing the problem, then what I should be doing is instead making these bones, these be parented to those, and then these parent to the hip bones, I think. These are parented, right? Yeah, they are. Okay. Wanted to make sure. These are IK. I also realized that these are also listed as deformed bones, which is not good. Okay. So basically, all of these bones need to be listed as non-deform. That should do that. And let me see if parenting these bones to the master control would do better as opposed to, well... Okay, if I do that, that does lose the ability for these to, like, follow the foot. Like, let me see if I can... So, This one's parented to the foot, so when it rotates, the knee follows it, as anatomically that would make sense. Whereas this one, that isn't the case, and it has to rotate freely. But even then, that doesn't fix the problem because it doesn't reconnect. Okay. Never mind. Point. That's kind of pointless. Hey, thanks, Vivo Test. Thank you for the subscription. Wow. Okay, so that's kind of basically pointless if that doesn't fix the one problem that I'm experiencing. So we'll just delete those again. Yeah. Since it doesn't fix the problem, there's no point in trying to redo that. It's the fact that these are using all these different constraints. That's what's there's a failure in calculation there, which is frustrating. Okay. Okay. Actually, I do want to save the pose for her arms right now, so that way I can reuse them for later. Here we go. All right, this is... There we go. I have saved versions of her arms crossed, so that way I can use those whenever. I do want to utilize a breathing animation. Let's make that layer, and if I can, add a new layer. Add a new track, if I can. There we go. I don't know what to name it. I'll just call it Action Layer 1. Oh no. Oh wait, that's not... Where's the center of gravity? There it is. There we go. I was getting confused for a second. Questioning what would be the best way to animate breathing. Because we could do it like that, or I could use shape keys. If I do connected only. I think that might be the best option. There we go. I think that's good. Okay, so for pace of breathing, this here's a shape key editor. Where does that go? Not sure. I think it goes to the character's mesh. Yeah, there it is. So we have the character and then the character's mesh where the shape key is stored. And then this, we should be able to modifier, just generate to. Generate a curve. No, not noise. It's really needed to repeat, so let's make it go however long we think it needs. I think that's a bit too much. Make it more subtle. I think that's pretty good. All right, so we have a breathing animation that is separate entirely from the character's active animation. Oh, right. 1 second. Ah. Okay, so with that done, we can now work on the first layer of the animation and try to decide how long we want it to be. All right, if we just let it go. I can imagine she's sort of sitting there looking around, kind of getting bored. And then maybe, probably about right here. 14 seconds. I can imagine 14 seconds being here. There we go. Oh, I'm in the shape key editor. That's why. I was wondering why I couldn't see anything. There we go. All right. All right, we're currently set to constant, so that way everything kind of snaps from one to another. We don't really need that anymore. All right. So now I need to kind of plan out and think what kind of animation we're gonna do. Let's see. I can, from the camera's perspective. Okay, we can see her feet. I think I'm going to position that foot there. Okay. I'm thinking I kind of want her to look down. Let's see here. We're working with, as of right now, what, 12 frames a second? I didn't want this to be a particularly smooth animation. 12 frames a second, yep. So... Is her... I don't think her hair is using wiggle bones at the moment. What's going on? There it is. Can't stop vibing to the music. It's definitely a vibe. It's why I got it playing. I don't know if I want these on at the moment. I'm really not sure. Because I feel it's really going to cause problems because they're not going to be baked for a bit. I don't know. I think I'm getting distracted. We'll just turn them off for now. We'll worry about secondary actions in a bit. I tend to fall into this trap a lot. Okay. Okay. So if she's going to move forward like this, I think she should be leaned forward more like this as well. And before we do that, I think I kind of want to do like an anticipatory kind of like, I don't know. Like she kind of like sits up for like a second before she kind of slouches. Because, yeah, she does that, and that also is too fast. Oop. I should probably make shape keys for her hands so that way they can actually close, because they're just kind of like basic deform at the moment. that's her pelvis. Don't do that. Well, that's... No, that's like she's trying to sit up. That's way too fast. Yeah, that head motion is way too fast. We also have her feet kind of space out a little bit more. That's way too fast. I don't think there's necessarily any reason to actually do that. Change my mind. There we go. Have a look over there. I think the way that this should work is it should slowly accelerate towards looking. So I think I'd want maybe a quadratic. A little bit. Although I lose the control to be able to control that acceleration, so it's probably best that I instead use the actual graph editor. So if I can do that real quick. Oh, that's not it. If I can normalize this. I'm gonna have to move this off the side so I can actually see. What? There we go. Ugh. So we're looking at this to here. And that translates... You know what? I do realize that. We're just going to delete the very first frame because that's... Well, this isn't the first frame, but it's a copy of the first frame to kind of piece out how long the animation needs to be. Just get rid of it. So we're trying to judge from 4 to here. So this... Alright, I need this to scale from individuals. Because I want it to accelerate. Possible. on. I'm being dumb. Damn it. Ugh. Oh, motherfucker. God, like, the selection for this is awful. There we go. Okay, there it goes. That's what I need it for. Like, I can deselect the entire thing by, like middle clicking on the line, and then I'll deselect everything that's in that line. But it's so fucking annoying. Especially when I'm trying to, like, precisely click on another one. And can I still see the breathing animation? I can't tell. Very subtle. Yeah, okay, she's still got that breathing animation going. All right. I think this is going pretty good. Ugh. I'm definitely glad I went and bought more tissues, because this is awful. Okay. I think she could even... Yeah, a little bit of moving, like moving back like that. And then I kind of want to come back to this pose again. If I could. I don't know how much... Yeah, I probably have to... The unsickly witch is my favorite. Oh, is that so? Oh, thank you. I wish I was unsick. Indeed. Alright, where did the graph editor go? Here we go. Okay, so we're kind of wanting to redo what we just did with the locational data. Okay. Want it to accelerate towards that position. By the way, how's everyone spending their time tonight? I know, well, obviously watching my stream, but you know, there's no way in hell that I'm the only thing that you're enjoying right now, right? Like, you guys must be, like, doing something with me as the background, right? Okay, you know what? I think... Oh, that's right. Oh, shit, you're the one working on the Diego Brando guy. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. I'm curious to see how that's going to turn out. About to go to sleep for 3 hours before getting up for my night shift job. Hey, Shindig, I don't think... I'm surprised this is your first time in the chat. You follow me all over Twitch, man. Well, on not Twitch, Twitter. I'm about to go eat and then study programming fundamentals or art. Yeah, I wish I could have kept up with programming. I mean, I say that, but at the same time, I know I'm not really going to bother that much. Because I know I don't really care all that much about art. Well, not that much about, what's it now? Programming? I mostly pay attention to YouTube because of my schedule. That's fair. That's fair. I wish I could provide content more frequently on there. I'm just really bad at, doing that. Okay, hold on. This is normalized, right? Yeah, so... Wait, no, it's not. It's not normalized. Also... I think I have it wrong. The Y value is what I'm looking at. Yeah, the Y value. So I want this to go up like that. Because I think that'll make it kind of go in the direction I want it to. Also, to sate my curiosity, this is from Mother 3, isn't it? Oh, Kirby Air Ride, really? Why is everything blue? I would have guessed that this would have been from, like, the Mother series. Like, that was going to be my first guess. But no, it's from Kirby Air Ride. Huh. Okay. Okay, so... Yeah, I want it to follow in an arc. But that being said, I think that's too... Whoa. That's too high up. And I don't want it to arc like that. I want it to swoop down and come back up. So I've kind of made it go in the wrong direction. And I've gone and deleted the one thing. Why no Father series? I don't know. Shogo Saki worked on both games. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. A very similar composition. That's probably why. I'm gonna have to make a new graph editor. Okay, how's this look? God, this sucks. Is there any way that I can... Yeah, let's just do that. Split that up. There. I need, like, a bigger monitor. Okay, so her head... The way this, the way these are, it's gonna cause. Make that automatic for a hot second. Okay. I think we hit the marker that we want. Wait, what happened to our... Why isn't... I could have sworn... That's not nearly as... There we go. Okay. It also would probably have helped if I had given her, like, a texture atlas for her face, so that way it could, like, animate blinking. I think that would have been pretty beneficial as well, but, I think one of the also key factors that kind of contribute to the naturalness is the hair and how it doesn't move at all. Like I think if I had if I would just go into the hair and just enable wiggle, I think that would alleviate a good bit of that problem. That being said, it's not doing it anymore. There we go. Why you know where? Is it because it has... It's because it had that? I wish I had a texture atlas for Diego's face, but I opted for making separate materials and changing the eyes with a mix. You have made a fucking awful mistake. I do... No. No. No, that's awful. It's a bad idea. I'm so sorry. Man, what? Man, enable the wiggle. Why is... Why do I have to enable them for each individually when I could normally just... I have like 5 different eye textures that are all 64 by 64. Yeah, what you should have done, I've demonstrated this in like a different video. What I did was I saved them all into one file with various different, well, they weren't named. They just had a sequential number, so that way they could be stored in a image sequence texture. And then what you could do is set up a driver so that way, based on the number that you give, you can set it to that face. Just kind of like an array. I have absolutely no fucking idea why this is not working. It's because... I have no idea why this does not work. Because this should enable them to move. And it's not. Did I disable? Yeah, it has, oh. There we go. We set it back in place. That made it better. What project is this girl part of? This is the second or third stream I've watched, so it wasn't here if you explained it. Basically, a person who is a fellow streamer commissioned me to make her a loading screen in the style of like a Resident Evil safe room. And this is her avatar, effectively. This is a PS1 model of her. I wouldn't say like VTube thing. That's obviously not what it is. It's her, like, she has like a drawing of like, you know, her mascot, like how I have like a little wizard fella as my mascot. This is hers, but done in the style of a Resident Evil character. So I am now kind of animating her in this room, and it is being imposed like this. It'll render out like this, right? So when it's done and rendered properly, it will kind of look a bit like this. Obviously, this is just a short demo of exactly what it's supposed to look like, but that's what's going to happen. I'm probably going to have her sitting on the couch. Well, not the couch, the bed. She's going to stand up, walk over here and look at the door, and then maybe walk over here to look out the window. Yeah, her persona. That's a better way to describe it. Have her look out the window. Maybe go over here, look at the bookshelf, and then come over here and sit back down. So there are 4 different separate actions that I need to do, or that I'm wanting to do. I'm sure she would be perfectly fine with this. Not that I'm okay with this. And once that's animated and whatnot, I'll send it back to her, and she can pay however much she feels wanted. I don't really... I feel bad taking money because she commissioned so long ago that I feel that I'd failed to a degree. Ugh. But that's just me. So I'll just leave it up to her to pay whatever she thinks it's worth. All right, now we'll go back to the character animator, and this is where we are. Okay. I think what I should do is I should also animate in this part of the action her getting up, I think, maybe? And then from there, we'll have her idle pose, and I can add a walk animation that could, you know, transition me from one to all 4 different, you know, action. The 4 different main actions that happen. So we have the sitting on the bed animation, and then that goes to the looking at the door, and then there'll be like looking out the window and looking at the bookshelf. Yeah. But yeah, I think the wiggle animations definitely add to the sort of liveliness of it, but there's an obvious problem with it in that it clips through her body. This is not a perfect add-on, but it does most certainly help. So for now, I'm just going to turn them back off just to know that everything looks good without it. And then we'll get working on the next portion of the animation. I think I'll keep her arms crossed for the time being. She'll uncross them when she's looking at the door, and they'll stand crossed for a minute when I'll recross them when she goes to look out the window. I'm just gonna kind of swap between those 2 different poses or whatever. Okay. Let's kind of get this pose locked in. We'll save this. And then I have to think how to structure the sitting up animation or standing up animation. Because I have to think about like where the body is going to be for what. Because she's gonna have to lean forward. How is it sliding from one position? What? Oh, those must be rotational keys. That's what that must be. That's why it's not doing anything. There we go. That makes sense. There's probably honestly no real reason for them to not be already in this position. I think I'll just reset them. Although, your feet can slide around on the floor. That's no problem. I'm going to bring this one back out. Okay, at the 15-minute mark, well, the 14-minute mark, 14-second mark is where we're going to start the standing up animation. Let's space that out a little bit. Kind of also wanted to add like a foot tapping. I don't think there's really much to linger on because she doesn't really hold this look for very long, so I don't think the foot tap's really going to add much anything. So we'll just kind of go straight into the sort of standing up position. No. I guess this didn't get... There we go. So what point should she be stood up? Here? No, that's too short. Well, too long, timing wise. Should probably be stood up by 17. This should probably be reset. All right. In transitioning from this point to this point, what she needs to do now is she needs to sort of shift her weight forward, so that way she can stand on her feet, which does not happen here. What needs to happen is this bone here needs to kind of follow this arc, because otherwise it's kind of going from here to there. We need to kind of swoop up, because we're trying to get this point over the feet before we begin standing up, because otherwise if you begin to push with your ankles at this way, you'd go that way. So that's what we need to do. And I think we could. Oh yeah, it would also help to lean the character forward at this point. I think at this point I'm going to turn off the head tracking. Hold on. Head track needs to be set to, well, we need to set it at the beginning. Set the head track to 1 at this point, and we'll set it there as well. Why not just key all the properties at the moment, in case we need to affect them later. We'll have somewhere to work from. So from here, the head moves there, and then it kind of stops losing its purpose. Yeah. So we are going to go from head tracking from this point to no longer using it. There we go. So now the head tracking target no longer affects the IK spine system, and we are free to be able to manipulate it in the ways that we want it to. Okay. There we go. Why not even space these out a bit? I think that's pretty good. But what's still happening is this isn't following that kind of swooping arc. So we need to control, looks like the Z value, yes. So the Z location as of right now kind of follows a semi-linear arc. So what we need to do is do something along those lines, and if it's following, there we go. Let's put those. Okay, that takes too long. These need to be tamed back in. Okay, that's the center of gravity bone. Those slow down way too... they're way too slow. I think we could get away with maybe having these like a couple of frames offset. I think that would be all right. Could also, hey, Nitromancer, how's it going? I think this would also add a little bit of interest. A little bit, ever so slightly. Ah, you recognize me from the YouTube. Hello. I am present. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. I need to make more content. Pretty sure you're the one who did the best UV tutorial you've ever seen. Wow. That's very flattering. Thank you. Was that the environment texture one? For a second there, I thought that emote was Miles Edgeworth. I don't know who that is. Cat Sweet Blankie is what the name of that is. Okay. The bull. Oh, the bull character. Yeah, that was the second part of that, I think. I appreciate that. I, again, haven't made another one since. A lot of that being part of my own laziness, part of being full of work and other things. I always feel bad because I always have to make an excuse for myself. No, I swear I'm working on things. I swear. These need to be remedied. There we go. Yeah, they do not need to open up like that. There we go. Oh, God. At least you have a life, and that's why you're busy. Questionable. Where's part 5 of the rigging series? I kind of nixed that one because I felt that I made a very grievous mistake in the way that I done it. Basically, I said, hey, you should have drivers for your rig so that way you can, be able to animate them and put keyframes in them so that way you can, have a more versatile rig, blah, blah, blah. I fucked up because you're not supposed to put them in the amateur properties. You're supposed to go into as a bone property so that way you can animate them. I made a big fucky duck and I can't. I feel bad now. I think I like that arc a lot. There we go. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I need to redo that series. It's because I did bad. It's an excusable mistake, but it's... I mean, I suppose I could do that, yeah. All right. All right, I think we got a pretty good... We got one action done. All right. And then this should snap her over there, yeah. I'm assuming that's where the door is. I'm not sure. Yeah. I think I'm just going to copy this and then paste it into the character. Oh. Okay, that's... There we go. Now I know where it is. Oh, it's not a material, it's just a holdout collection. That's what it is. Okay. Go into here. She should be standing about right there. That's where the pose would be. Honestly, this doesn't... Get rid of this. This doesn't need to be near here. Because this is not going to serve as a holdout. There's no instance in which she would be behind those. What? Huh. Ah, that's why. Yeah, accidentally did it. Oopsie there. There we go. All right. For funsies, we're gonna see how the animation plays out in the output. All right. Why don't we set this to end at this point here? There we go. We're gonna save this again because I constantly save things. Out of curiosity, on average, how long does it take to make one PS1 character, both with modern techniques and ye olden techniques? It depends on how much... Okay, when you say make a PS1 character, are you talking about, okay, full mesh, textured, and rigged? Like, are we talking about full asset here, or are we talking just model and texture? Correct. That's not specific. That's very inclusive or. All right. Yeah, we're saving this to the character overlay. We can just render this out. Ah, hold on. We're gonna need that initial 0 frame so that way it can... There we go. Complete asset. Well, it took at least 2 hours for me to get the rig for this character done. probably not fully my fault because there was a lot of distractions, but it's also not the best rig to begin with. I think modeling can take, if we're talking just like a straight humanoid character like this one, I think it could take couple hours, 3 to 4 hours. UV mapping, an hour. Texturing, couple hours. It could probably take a day, like a full day to get a reasonably good-looking character. Maybe. Now that's not good. Well, actually, I think that's only because we have that. I don't know if we necessarily need... Because let's think about this. At this distance, I don't really think that a displacement map really affects or does a good benefit for anything. Like, you don't notice it. Like, I would have to really crank up the displacement to even make this vertex snapping even noticeable. And then when we do that, it's really bad. Right? See? So honestly, we're just gonna get rid of the displacement. It's entirely niche to begin with. No point. Now, if you'll notice when I rendered, it'll snap from one post to the other. That's due to the way that I set up the rig. If it continues to prove itself to be an issue, what I'll have to do is I will have to bind the FK to follow the IK. I'll have to have it force it to follow its transforms, and then bake them into their own animation and swap to use the FK bones instead, which, you know, it does benefit me in the sense that I can do that. I do have ease of access of being able to use IK and then bake it in, but it's also kind of a pain in the ass, which I wish I didn't have to do. All right. Got that set up. We can close this. Let's go to the sequencer, and then we can, as you can see here, it's already loaded in. Yeah, we have to go in and tell it to use everything. Is there a way to transform? No. We'll have to go in and tell it to use everything. There we go. We'll ignore the 0th frame because they're unimportant and cause problems. Hey Nora, how's it going? I was gonna rage you if you were still streaming when I was streaming. Booga booga. How's it going? Okay. All right. We are gonna need to basically repeat these. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yep. So yeah, as of right now, I'm trying to get this animation to play. Oh, that's right. Hold on. These are... What the... How do I... Alt-G? There we go. As of right now, these are... I'm using a completely different frame rate as opposed to this. I have to speed up. Well, actually, not speed up, but I have to add a speed controller, and then... let's see here. How do I... Take this, scale it times 2. How do I do that? Had a pretty good stream, finished up the robot. Nice, nice. Okay. How do I do the math? Okay, 215 frames of that. Multiply that times 2, and there we go. Oh, I already had a speed outlet. There we go. Okay. That needs to go there. Actually, we could just set that as a meta strip, and then just repeat that. Set that as the, oops. Set this as the end of the animation. And you can see her animate. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think rendering her at 12 frames a second is actually a pretty good idea. I don't think the Resident Evil necessarily had the best frame rate when it came to character animations. I also think it adds to the kind of lo-fi-ness of it. You know what I mean? So I think that works pretty good. Yeah, you go get yourself something to eat. Yeah, you need it. All right. There we go. For whatever reason, hitting Control E is not making it do the thing. There we go. Okay. All right, just making sure it's saved one more time. I wish that there was like a thing that I could do to just make it repeat. Like, I don't know if there's a way to like toggle a looping thing for like a strip, because I don't like just having to copy and paste them all the time. Like, I don't think there's a looping modifier. White balance, color, no. Tool, strip. Video, crop. Like, there's no looping. It's frustrating. There's speed factors and all this stuff, but, oh. Alright, so that's done. Now I need to make, like, a basic walking animation. Let's go back to the character animator. So at the end of the sitting on bed animation, we stand up and we're in this pose, which is our idle. And then we need to make... Is there a loop thing on the timeline? I don't think so. Let me go back to this. Sequencer. We can lock them and we can enable them. I don't think there's a way to make them loop. No. Okay, so basically what we need is we need to kind of we're gonna make this the basis. Oh, hold on. I have the hair setting here. I don't need that. I'm in awe that you made Blender do this. It's admirable that you enjoyed this era of tech so much that you figured out how to pull it back. Yeah? it took a lot of thinking. Not really, but it took a good bit of fiddling around to make it work, and a lot of study. So I would pull up, gameplay of certain games or play them myself just to kind of figure out how they should feel and visually how they would look. Honestly, it's a lot easier to replicate this than it is to put in the effort to make something AAA looking. Okay. Let's turn this off. Actually, no, I can't. Turn it off now. There we go. Okay. Take this, add that. This will be character walk. There we go. Oop. So, from this position, what we need to do is we need to create a walking animation. I think I need to make the animation with her arms moving, and then I'm going to overlay her arms crossed over top of it to override it. Because from here, from here, she stands up with her arms crossed. I need to keep that so that way it doesn't just sort of snap to her sides. But I need a walk animation that's standard so that way I can use it elsewhere and just override the arm positions when I need them. So we'll turn that back off. And we'll make this work. Okay. Not sure which foot I want to lead with. I think I'll start with the right. Let's not mirror the X value. I need to turn off these axes. They're kind of bothering me. Turn off axes. There we go. Makes it a little bit easier. All right, we're gonna pull down on this, and we're only gonna worry about 1 foot at a time. Whoops. Okay. All these keyframes, we don't need them. We only want the bones that are actually going to be moving, so that way if we need to have some layering, then we can. Well, I feel like it's more difficult in the long run to make retro 3D graphics due to them being so niche. Like if someone today wanted to do a AAA 3D stuff, they have loads of help and experts to speak with. While there are only a handful of people online who seem to know how to do this good, including yourself. Basically, I had to I mean, that's, I guess, kind of fair. A little bit. The same techniques kind of apply. Like UV mapping still works the same. You're just working with blockier characters. Pixel art is, I suppose, niche because most modern styles don't rely on that. They just increase the resolution and only rely on smaller textures strictly for optimization reasons. Yeah, I kind of wish like AAA games would just rely and use these lower fidelity stuff so that way they can make more content. I think that would be more interesting. Yeah, there's not really... I honestly kind of don't get it to a degree. All right, so this is pose 1. We're gonna need a touch down animation, which would be about there we go. Why is her legs all bowed? What's going on there? What the fuck? No, I don't think that's right. I've always wanted them to stay making low poly graphic settings for their games for performance reasons, but that would basically be like making an entire game visual twice. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, that's not bueno. Okay, well. There we go. That'll keep the legs in position. The amount of things you can do in a game like Sly Cooper 2 is insane. Besides the core gameplay, there are all these mini games and alternative modes, and it all just works. I have been playing Sly Cooper a bit. A while back, I was playing, Sly Cooper 1. 15 more times the detail. It just works. It just works. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's bad because the knee is popping. IK bad. I'm gonna bring that back so that way it's not doing that. Spyro Remake doesn't work like the old ones? No, not really. They had to basically rebuild the entire thing from scratch. Same thing for the Crash Bandicoot games. I had a discussion about that with someone earlier because of the way that it works. Not Spyro. Crash was rigged. He wasn't. He was not, in fact, rigged. What happened was his character used strictly blend keys. He did not. What the? Oh, do I have that selected as well? I did. So his character used blend keys and no rig at all. So they had full, complete control over every vertex in his body, and then just made it do whatever it wanted. Okay. I need to do. Let me look this up. I always need to reference this. Just for visuals. For the cross. Okay, so the ankle is still bent in this position. Okay. Okay. This position, actually. Okay, the passing is when it's up at the well, actually. Okay, so this would be contact. It would go down lower. Here. I'll figure it out here in a second. Let's get rid of that. And then here, we have the crossing. There we go. I was nice able to stop by. I hope you had a good night. Yep. Thanks, Shindig, for stopping around. Very nice. Okay. So everything's kind of spaced out. It takes 10 seconds for that to go through. Actually, let's not get rid of that one. Okay, where on this is that? So, right here. I think this should continue to move forward like that. There we go. I think that's pretty good. I might have to tame it down because the amount of traction, the amount of distance she'll cover with each step might be a bit too much. Let's see here. Okay. At frame 10, this should be the same. I know that. Should be at its highest right about there. Okay, if I could copy this now, that would be good. Oh, probably, yeah, hold on. I need to actually give it some frames first. There we go. Location and rotation. There we go. Why is it so wildly out of sync? Oh. I might have did it wrong. Well, no, I didn't do it wrong. Let's just... What? My fucking brain's melting. What the hell? Yeah, that's... Yeah, I think I've lingered too much on that. That seems better. Does that loop better? It does. This feels a lot more natural. That being said, I think there's a lot of mistakes I always tend to make. I think this is way too far out relative to how it should be. Second, I'm gonna blow my nose. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. I think this is pretty decent. Let's try to get this working again. Okay, so this position should be the same as this position. I think that's pretty good. Now, if we slow this down. Let's see, how many steps do you think it would take in a second? Let me think this out. One, two. I'm thinking maybe 2 seconds. Because you take 2 steps. Let's try that. Okay, that's all the scaling has gone out. That I'm not surprised by, I don't think. think I might keep this speed intentionally slow. Maybe 3 seconds. It would probably help if I actually had some twisting and turning in the shoulders as well. That's not currently present. I think I'll add that here momentarily, actually. However, I do need a slight break. It's going on 2 hours, and normally I end after 2 hours, but I think I'm gonna keep going for a little while. But I do need to take a break, so I will go do some things that I need to do, and then I will be back momentarily. So stick around, I guess. I'm gonna continue animating, but yeah, I do need a hot second. So see you for now. Oh, give me like 5 minutes. Man, that's a fucking burn there, Necromancy. Whew. They're getting spicy over there. I'm gonna be muting myself intermittently because I got chips, and I'm sure you don't want to hear me fucking just go to town on these things. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that real quick. Bone crushing ASMR when? Just want me to fucking just do like an ogre roleplay or something? Apparently, I'm for shits and giggles while I'm waiting on just eating my fucking Cheetos or whatever. Elon Musk is fucking being a shit and be like, what's it now? I'm doing a poll. If everyone votes yes, I will step down as head of Twitter. So obviously, I'm gonna vote yes. I recently bought an all-natural herbicide because I didn't want to spray glyphosate all around my chickens. And I was spraying and I thought it smelled like... Yeah, that's actually a natural herbicide that I've actually seen. What it is salt, vinegar, and dish soap. That's a natural herbicide that I've seen people use. That makes sense. So it probably was just straight up salt and vinegar. Yeah, herbicide potatoes. Yeah. Yeah. I think the salt dries it out. The vinegar. Yeah. What happens is the vinegar breaks down the natural barrier of the plant cell. The salt dries it out, and then the soap does something. I can't remember. But yeah, it's a natural herbicide that kills things. I used that on poison ivy that was out in the backyard. The soap protects them from COVID. Wow. The salt gives them hypertension. I would know, I'm a scientist. For shits and giggles, let me just sort of... I kind of want to show you what I'm looking at real quick. I don't know why, but this showed up on my Twitter feed. I already talked about it. Elon Musk dropping a poll whether or not he'll reside as head of Twitter. So obviously I voted yes. Basically, I kind of want everything just to implode because I think it'll be really funny. Because what else, really? There will be another centralized information hub, just like Twitter. It's just going to be a matter of time. Honestly. It's not a crisis. Everyone is kind of freaking out and abandoning ship, like going to Mastodon and what? Mastodon, Newgrounds, Twitch ads suck. They interrupt the stream, and I cannot go back to here. Where did you get interrupted? Before you open the Twitter, lol. The only reason other platforms haven't taken off is because people were already set up on Twitter. I mean, yeah, that's literally the only reason. Twitter still exists, but here's the thing. The fact that they're suspending other mentions of other platforms, what's happening is he is banning Linktree and Mastodon. He's banning mentions of any other platform, preventing anyone who can be on those platforms, shutting him down. And I don't see the point of doing that. The only reason I can think of as why he's doing it is to literally just destroy Twitter, which, whatever. It's literally, it's a neutral platform. It's like if YouTube banned links to Dailymotion or Vimeo. Exactly. It doesn't even do anything. So yeah, I'm getting distracted. But yeah, the only thing that's really going to do, for a while, YouTube was trying to stop links to Twitch streams, but the FTC got involved really quick after that. That's a fair point. FTC is gonna fucking have a field day with this, because that's a violation of a lot of different. That has to be a violation of some kind. I have no horse in the Twitter race myself because I don't use it or really like it myself. I mean, the only reason why I have it is so I can like shitpost on it. The antitrust stuff, yeah. I'd like Twitter to burn. I do feel bad for people who relied on it for commissions and stuff. Yeah, there are terrible people on social medias, unfortunately. Okay. Okay. Now I need. Let's see here. I think the Z... Am I looking at the Z... No, not the Z. We're looking at Y location stuff. That's what I want. Okay. So for this foot, I kind of want to... Well... Huh. Right. Oh, the loading screen's still on. Ah, shit biscuits. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad you caught that. I have gone many a times without doing that. I'm wanting to kind of readjust these. I just kind of feel like the foot goes out too far. I think I could adjust that, but... Yeah, the silly wizard. Thank you. I didn't catch that until you just said that, yeah. Okay. Got to make sure these are all copied for this. There we go. Okay. I think we're going to need to add some torso rotation going on. I'm going to do this by... We're going to turn on the head tracking system. Turn that on. There we go. I have to go some stuff. I can't read. I have to go do some stuff in real life. Goodbye, Epic Gamers. I will return if the stream is still on later. Sure. Okay. So then what I'll do now is we can rotate the chest like this. So at frame... There we go. There we go. Copy this. Wait, this frame. Just copy it, and then if I hit Shift V, should that flip it? Right? Should flip it. Control Shift V. Huh. It should do the flip, but it not do. Fine. There we go. I feel the poles are wrong. Those need to be adjusted. No, they're too much now. Because if I leave them like this, they kind of bow inward. That's not correct. Actually, you'd be able to see it better if I did that. Yeah, the knee wants to bend outwards like that. That's not good. So... There we go. Yeah, the eye case is going to present me all kinds of problems today, isn't it? What the fuck? Hold on. What the fuck is happening here now? Now it's just going wacky. Bruh. Fucking Ministry of Silly Walks, man. It's like you're trying to get some... It's like... that's interesting. Twitch had cowgirl banned as a word. I feel like it's a good example as to why human hips jiggle up and down as you walk. Yeah. I mean, I could do that as well. But, yeah, I don't know what the fuck is happening with... Like, I can't explain why the knees are going apeshit like that. It's like they have extra frames that shouldn't be there. Like, I'm not crazy, am I? Ugh. I need a better solution for like leg rigging because I do want to have like the foot. I do like being able to rotate the knees by rotating the foot, but the way this is set up is just so fucking awful. It also probably doesn't help that I think somehow this goes... Yeah. Like, it comes down at an angle, and then, like, it bends right here. Right? That would be better. Pikmin 2 soundtrack, one of the... Yeah, that's very true. Pikmin 2 is a favorite of mine. Okay, so that should fix some issue. There we go. Okay, that seems to have fixed the problem. Yeah. So the way that I had rigged the knees, they had a slight bend to them, and that it just it's fixed now. But now I'm curious to see. Okay, the walking animation's good. I like it. Save it. Save this here. And then let's... So it's saved. Let's close this out. The song feels like it's missing something without the armored cannon beetle sounds or snow track. Yeah. That's not supposed to do that. Okay. That should be good now. Had to fix a cascade from that. But now that I have the legs actually fixed, I can now... We got it, everybody. One second. Yeah. All right. And she should stand up. There we go. And then... have the walk animation here. Yeah. As you can see here, the walk animation does... Actually... delete that. Let's do that. And if we can pull that walking animation back. We now could probably spare to do the arm animations. Okay. We're going to basically do what we did with the foot. I've done everything I can do for Diego for now, short of rigging. I'm totally dreading it. I don't blame you. There we go. There we go. That makes it easier for me. There we go. How do I always make this goddamn mistake? This is supposed to be opposite to her current leg. Ugh. Fuck. I always sync up the left arm with the left leg. I don't know why I do that. It's not the fucking case. I don't. Ugh. Literally no reason to do that. I still do it every fucking time though, without fail, without even realizing it too. Like, bruh. Go. And that should now be synced up with the left arm. So we duplicate this and then shift that again. I feel the back legs aren't going back far enough. That's my own fault. Yep. Okay. We can activate this, clear this out. Now, I don't know. How long is it gonna take to get from there to here? I think 2 steps. How do you think that would go? So if we just load in the character walk. Yeah, that's what I thought. So that would snap her back to Origin 00. It is very nice. If you want to know where it's from, it is this 3.5 hours of winter music 2021. It's not even the most up-to-date one. But yeah, so what's happening here is the walking animation is snapping her into her default 00 position, which is there, because that's where the armature object is. I don't know why I put it there and not like in the actual origin position, but that's just. I suppose I could do that. And actually, if I just did that, actually no, I can't do that because that'll affect this pose. No. So, I think I might need to make a new layer for, like, the root positions. Okay. If I add a new track, can I move this up? I just have to select everything here. Oh. Do that. And this would... That's the base action. This is the root action. And then this is the... Oop. That's the action layer 1. So what I would have to do is now pull the root action... Well, the root data from this action and make it into its own action down here. So we'll do that real quick. Basically, just... There we go. So this is the root motion. And it's... yeah. There we go. And this one should not have any root action at all. This is like if Steely Dan wrote this song during some sort of vocal section with gospel singers. Yeah, see, now we're getting somewhere. So now we're not having her snap from one position to the next, since this root action is actually saving the position where she's supposed to be standing. And we can even... there we go. There we go. see what happens. We should... How did you set up the IK, FK, and how did you handle the switch between the two? Okay, that's easy. So, the FK and IK for this character. Let me just pull that over real quick. The FK and IK for this character is established this way. These are the deform bones. Every single bone here is what actually controls the character's ability to move. I can turn off this, and we can see how it moves her hand around. So how this works, let's make sure I didn't actually record a bone there. That would actually be bad. So all of these bones right here, they have a copy transform constraint, and those are applied to their respective bones on this level. These here are the mechanical bones, and all of the deform bones inherent to these ones. The mechanical bones, on the other hand, follow two different similar constraints, two more copy transform constraints. And as you can see for this one follows the FK hand, and this one follows the IK hand. So if we go into this, we can bring up the IK. Yeah, let's bring up these two bones respectively. So the mechanical bones, like I said, inherent to either the FK or the IK. So that is handled by the influence of this specific transform constraint, because if this hits 0, this instead takes over. Effectively meaning, if you watch this, if you see me move this to 0, you can see the influence in this area down here, this purple area, that transitions to 0. That is handled through a driver. And the driver is located at the moment in this bone right here. This bone has a whole bunch of different drivers for each individual set. The left arm, the right arm, leg, both legs, and the spine and the head tracking system. And because it's stored inside the bone, it allows me to keyframe them and use them throughout many different animations. Ah, fuck, I didn't expect that. They fucking ROM hacked this song. Shit. I'm gonna have to learn how the layer works. I just got japed. Yeah. We got, like... Yeah, that did to it. That really caught me off guard. Okay, so... Oi. There we go. Okay, the root motion for this is... I need to make sure that all of these bones do not have anything. We only want the root bone to have anything on this level. Alright, you know what? I'm also going to move the root bone to like a completely different layer here. Whoop, didn't mean to do that. Okay, so the root transition should start about right there. So that's where she stands up, and then she starts to walk. And this is going to get stanky. Yeah, it's really good. So it's going to start off right there. So what we need to do is we need to have this sort of transition into... I think I wanted to lead off with our right foot, right? So you would pick up with your right. What would that be? I'd have to... I think about right there, right? All right, just got a message. What was that? Yeah. All right, for this strip, we want it to... If I hit... I can't see. I want it to start at this frame right here. I don't know if I need to do the... I don't know if I need to do an offset or... I don't know. Ah, yeah. Frame range, animate influence, blend in, blend out. If I could scale it, that's nice. Can I slip it, maybe? Like if I hit like Shift S, can I? I could scale it again. That's not helpful. I do need it to repeat. You know, I think leading off with the left foot's just going to be the easiest to do. So we need to bring the blend in. It does work. It does. It's not the acceleration from start to stop is not good. That needs to be remedied, but that it does work fine. Whoopsies. 3D viewport. Bring this up to the editor. Yeah, we don't need any scale. Hey, got some Earthbound music. This is the shit that slaps. All right, set this to individual cursor. I'm gonna need to add a new layer here. Add a new track. There we go, action layer 2. And I should be able to add arms crossed. And I should be able to... So if it's set to nothing, it should do the exact same thing. But... Whoop. Oh, it's probably... Yeah, I can't stretch it because it doesn't... Let me work on this way. Character pose, arms crossed. So that should be in the FK. There we go. I'm going to set this for 1 second. There we go. So what I should be able to do now... There we go. Is this a separate pose? Ah, there it goes. No, it's fixed now. This is a pose, and it doesn't really follow any other animation or whatever. Yeah, we can see her arms still there, and then we can blend it out. Dance up. Yeah, not fantastic. Also, probably would help if she was, walking in the correct direction. Because right here, when she begins to walk... She should be facing towards that. No. Ah, fucking shit. Ah. I'm an idiot. Hold on. Yeah, I copied the wrong damn thing. I wanted to copy the rotational value. I ended up copying the locational value. Ugh. Is that everything? Okay. Oh, okay. We got some Feliz La Vidad. Okay. Feliz La Vidad. God, these things are just gonna keep hitting me like a fucking truck. Ah, shit. Oh, man. Ah, man, those are really good. They're really good. Okay. I don't want this to hold or anything. Oh, wait, shit, that's the wrong thing. No. That does hold. This does not. Yeah, it's no. What's up with this fucking metal Christmas music now? How is the arms getting... Why are the arms getting replaced? I don't get it. Wait, is there... Hold on. Something's happening with the arms, I think. Well, they stay the same in the action editor, but it's not holding up here. That's a problem. Because it just kind of gets... That's where it's coming from. So these aren't doing anything, like at all. Okay. So we set this back to nothing. Yeah, these aren't doing diddle dick. Well, actually, I might be able to fix that. Is it because it might be for this, yeah. That might help, setting the keyframes for these positions here. That might help. So now it should know to do that. Yeah. Okay, that's what it was. The systems that it was told to use, it just used from here. So if this was to actually need to override something, it has to be told to do so, which it didn't know. And now that I've keyframed it, it will actually do that. Okay. Bring back the root bone. we go. Is there Minecraft music in the background? Okay. Bold of you assume that's Nintendo, but whatever. Okay, the acceleration taking off is also not particularly fantastic. And now it's just gone entirely. Papa Nintendo didn't like that Minecraft was in this playlist, so they fucking banned it or whatever. Yeah, just nothing's playing anymore. Well, that's cool. Is it gonna play any more? There we go. Of all the fucking songs on this list to possibly get like DMCA'd and like stripped off the playlist, why the fuck is it that one? Like there was Pokemon, Animal Crossing, Mario. How many fucking Nintendo songs were on this playlist? None of them were struck, but the fucking Minecraft one, which shouldn't be on a Nintendo playlist to begin with, got struck. What kind of fucking sense does that make, man? That's ridiculous. All right. I think the rotation should begin happening sooner. About like that sooner. I think that's decent. Like I think that would look good, like game logic wise. Like if we're talking like actual animation, this is I don't think particularly acceptable because I think I would want her to pivot off her left foot here as she turns, and instead she kind of just sort of pivots about the center there and then walks out that way. But considering this is meant to look like a game, I think that'll look fine. I'll also probably need to make an animation of her like turning around. Not just like her pivoting, but like, you know, her actually like what's it now? Kind of like do like a quick turn, like a 180 degrees like spin, so that way she can it'll look better. Okay. How does that look from a... I think it'll look decent. There you can see how it slides. That's not really good. Because if we wanted that to look right, she would instead sort of stay there on that foot and pivot and then step. But instead it just slides. Which isn't fantastic, but if, you know, again, supposed to look like a game, I think that's forgivable. I think that's a bit better now. And that should put her in front of the door like that. And then she could stand there thinking pensively about the chains and stuff that are on it, if we can see on here. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I think we're going to set this from stretch to multiply. Actually, no. That's going to double speed it. We need it at half speed at all times. Okay, we got it saved. Let's continue with the animator. See how it looks. Let's see how it plays out in full render. I think we only need it to be about right here. Oh, whoopsie, is that how it works? Control. This should render a little bit of what we already have, but also what we don't. We can see the drop shadow working and doing its thing. When she steps into position. Alright. Alright. Go back to frame 1. And we should be able to go back to the sequencer now. And... Now, why are you not working? This did render to the correct place, yes? Character overlay, and that would go up to 280. I might have to just delete the sequencer. Well, not the sequencer, but I think I'll have to delete that. All right. Image sequence. Render character overlay. There we go. Yeah, so now if we add the effect, the speed strip, Okay, then it'll just hold however long it needs to be. Okay. This can be fucking infinite as far as I care, because that's just how it's going to be. And then these strips here are just going to repeat as well. Again, there's no fucking repeat modifier for strips, which is vexing. But, you know. There we go. All right. We can set this. Okay, this outputs that. If I were to... if I set that to 450, that shouldn't increase... Like, these are already pre-rendered, so that wouldn't cause any problems. So I should be able to render this out as a FMPEG. Before, whatever. Nope. There we go. Click that. And we'll set this to media. High quality. Let's see how this looks, right? And we want this to go... Yeah, we'll just save it under don't leave. See how it looks. Oh, you fucking twat. It doesn't want to output it by percentage. Ugh. Let's see here. 451. What would that do? Oh, actually, the background is, well, never mind then. Hush my mouth. We'll just render them out as GIFs as we always do then. I forgot that the background I didn't scale down. It's full scale. Alright, we'll just save this as... Commission demo, that'll do. Yeah. I got probably... What, for character animation, I probably need to do... I'm probably going to end up with at least maybe 2 minutes. I don't know. Yeah, this is from the Mother 4 soundtrack. Well, Oddity now. But I'm pretty sure they can't use this soundtrack anymore because Shane Mesa just said fuck you and like just left. Pretty sure that's what's happened. What the hell? There. Okay, the GIF is rendering. It's gonna take a minute. Considering Nora had rated me this stream, I probably need to figure out who I'm gonna rate this stream before I leave. All right, I think it's good now. All right, so we load the commission demo, and this should be it. Yep. I think there was a brief, like, 1 second frame of her just like T-posing in the background. I think that's pretty good in terms of like old PS1 style walking around. I think that's pretty decent. I suppose I might have like a little bit of problems with how quickly she turns. Right there. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask the commissioner what she thinks. But I think this is pretty good progress for a day. That's what, 20 seconds of animation? Not bad. Might call it here. Unless I can think of something else to do. Because I don't necessarily want to, like, commit to doing this all night. Anyone else got any other ideas? I suppose I have an issue with, like, right there. Like, she doesn't pick her foot up the rest of the way to kind of continue. Let me play with the, I think that's better. All right. I think I'm going to be done for now. I appreciate everyone coming in. I need to figure out who I'm going to raid. I think that's going to be my next step. Let's see here. Who's all online, if I can figure that out. Okay. Let's see here. Looks like no one I follow is currently live. Shut up, mate. There we go. Oopsies. Yeah, it's over here. Anyone got any ideas? Yeah, get out of here, you piece of crap. I mean, in theory, we could just go through, like, the art stream channel to see who we can find. I have no idea. Anyone else? No one? Man. I don't know, I got nothing. I guess with that, I'm just gonna end it because yeah. I'm just gonna go. It'll be fun. Appreciate everyone for coming in and stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the music and the vibes. I'm gonna go. So, yeah. See you, everybody.